This is Zion National Park, on a weekday no less. And this is Zion National Park. Now, which one do you think I prefer?
Don't need that.
There are two places to park the car.
So if the main trailhead is all taken, you can drive about a quarter mile up the road to this little turnout and park here instead, and then just walk down the highway.
As always, directions to the trailhead are in the description. The short walk from the turnout includes a narrow shoulder, so watch for traffic. Once at the trailhead, there's a brief descent into the canyon that includes what the trail sign says are 100 steps. No, I didn't bother to count them. I was too busy trying not to stumble. Once in the canyon, it's an easy walk along a sandy path that includes more than a dozen creek crossings. And no, I didn't count them either. Depending on the season, the creek may have more water or be fairly dry. On this early May day, I got a little splash on my boots, and that was about it. Along the way, the somewhat iconic Tuku Peak Point starts showing up above the trees. The name, by the way, is a Paiute word meaning wildcat.
This was once the cabin of Gustav O. Larson, who, along with his friends William Palmer and Arthur Fife, homesteaded here nearly 100 years ago. Part of the homesteading requirements were indeed that they build a cabin and then also fence the land and use it productively. Unfortunately, when this became Zion National Park, they were booted out without compensation because the park told them they had not fulfilled all the requirements for homesteading.
As it turns out, according to a park volunteer, the trio didn't actually live down here but only visited on weekends, which ignored the homesteading requirement that this be a permanent residence. More stream crossings. Again, no big deal.
And after walking half mile, 3/4 of a mile after the last cabin, we come to Arthur Fife's cabin. Kind of far from his friend, but it's a nice secluded spot. I think he chose well.
The trail heads through Middle Fork Taylor Creek, which is mostly dry for us. Good thing. I can't imagine negotiating this section with a full spouting stream to deal with. Soon we come to the final landmark on the trail, the Double Arch Alcove. The reward for our efforts is obvious.
The rock around here is called Navajo sandstone. And about 180 million years ago, what you're looking at was a sand dune, a very thick sand dune, 2,000 feet high. And at the bottom, all the sand was getting compressed by the weight of the sand dune and eventually turned into rock.
Also around here are shell fossils embedded in limestone dating back 260 million years. The reason there was marine life here is this was once a large, relatively flat basin at almost sea level. Geologic forces later created the mountains. As for us, we simply returned the same way we came.
That was an excellent hike.